Our top focus today, it's back to school in as many as 5 states and 2 union territories. Schools have resumed classes for class 9 to 12 in the national capital. As per the SOPs laid down by the Delhi Disaster Management Authority, schools are only being allowed to have maximum 50% students in one classroom. However, only vaccinated teaching and non-teaching staff will be allowed to enter the school premises. Consent from parents is going to be must for every single student. Schools have also been reopened in other states like UP, Tamil Nadu, MP, Haryana, Rajasthan as well as Puducherry. However, some health experts advise caution in classrooms. They say that following COVID-appropriate behavior is tough for kids. While kids are not yet vaccinated, they are better able to fight off any infection.
क्या तैयारियां स्कूलों में की गई हैं कि जो पेरेंट्स हैं उन्हें डर ना लगे?
देखो, डर तो रहेगा। जब तक कोरोना है तब तक डर रहेगा और थोड़ा सा डर के रहना भी जरूरी है। इसीलिए बच्चों के अंदर भी रहे कि वो ऐसा ना हो जाके गले मिलने लगे और एक दूसरे से खाना शेयर करने लगे। पर इतना भी डर नहीं है अब कि स्कूल ही ना आए। मैं पेरेंट्स को भी आश्वस्त करना चाहता हूं और कहना चाहता हूं कि अभी सही समय है स्कूल खोलने का। एक समय था दिल्ली में जब 27,000 केस एक दिन में आ रहे थे और 1 लाख लोगों का टेस्ट होता था तो 27,000 लोग पॉजिटिव पाए जाते थे। आज 1 लाख लोगों का टेस्ट हो रहा है तो 27 लोग भी पॉजिटिव नहीं है। तो हालात बहुत सुधर चुके हैं कोरोना के। अब हमें ये तय करना है कि हम अभी भी कोरोना के डर की वजह से अपने बच्चों को घर में बिठाए रखें और उनकी पढ़ाई का नुकसान होने दें, या थोड़ा सा कड़ा मन करके और थोड़ा सा सावधानी, मतलब डरते हुए लेकिन थोड़ा सा सावधानी पूर्वक अपने बच्चों को स्कूल भेजें। मैंने पेरेंट्स से पूछा, सारे पेरेंट्स बोले कि भाई भेजिए। मैक्सिमम पेरेंट्स ने कहा कि भेजिए, हम खोलिए स्कूल, हम तो अपने बच्चों को भेजना चाहते हैं। कॉलेजेस में कहा भेजना चाहते हैं, इसीलिए सरकार ने फैसला किया।
स्कूल को बहुत 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 ज़्यादा मिस किया और पहला दिन अच्छा लग रहा है, पर बारिश की वजह से थोड़ी प्रॉब्लम्स हुई आने में। घर वाले भी जानते हैं कि ऑफलाइन ज़्यादा अच्छे से बच्चे पढ़ पाते हैं, फोकस कर पाते हैं, टीचर से शेयर कर पाते हैं, डाउट्स पूछ पाते हैं, तो घर वाले ने भी रोका नहीं।
पढ़ाई भी मिस किया और स्कूल की फ्रेंड्स के साथ जो हम करते हैं, मज़े करते हैं, मस्ती करते हैं, ये सब कुछ मिस किया, जो कि घर पर ऐसा इन्वायरमेंट मिल नहीं पाता।
Now it's time to attend classes. After all, they have missed their friends, their classroom, their teachers, and after really long, they are entering their classroom, and that is the sense of excitement among the kids. But first, it is the duty of the teachers, principal, and the school administration to ensure there is a COVID protocols followed in all the classrooms, and hence one student at each desk. And now the teachers are ensuring that with the social distancing protocol and mask throughout the day on face, these kids attend their classroom on this first day.
After a long wait, the study in the classroom has again begun in Uttar Pradesh from class 1st to 5th. Earlier, class 6 to 8 were reopened from 23rd of August and before that 9 to 12. But now these little children who were very, very excited to come back to school now in their classrooms, although some of the parents are still apprehensive over the fact whether they should send their child or not, and at the same time vaccine is something which is bothering the parents too much. But on the other hand, schools and administration has prepared according to the COVID guidelines. In 2 shifts classes will run. At the same time, COVID protocols have been made mandatory. No exchange of any stationery or food items will be done at the classroom. Studies has begun again in the offline mode, but the parents are still apprehensive over the fact that it was the right time and there should have been some arrangement for the vaccine, which is very much required at the moment. In Lucknow with cameraman Harish Kanpal, Abhishek Mishra for India Today.
Schools and other educational institutions in Rajasthan have been taking gradual steps towards reopening after the Gehlot government in the state allowed their reopening from today, that is September 1. We are right now at Subodh Public School, one of the prominent schools in Jaipur. With me is the principal of the school, Kamaljeet Yadav, and a few students. Ma'am, what kind of guidelines and detailed SOPs that have been laid down so as to ensure that there is no spread of COVID and the entire process of reopening is smooth?
The government has laid down proper detailed guidelines. Regarding this, we are taking care in the school, like when the students are coming, they come in 50%. To ensure 50% attendance, we had asked the permission of parents through a Google form. And only on the basis of that, we are allowing the students.
I'm happy
and I am not fearful about that because it is a good thing because online classes are also affecting our studies.
So I'm happy as it was like the concentration was distracting kind of, and my parents are actually happy.
In Jaipur, the students by and large feel that it was high time that physical classes resume, and the sense of apprehension amongst the students clearly is not there, and they feel that the sooner things become completely normal, the better it would be. With camera person Nikhil Sharma, Devankur Wadhawan in Jaipur, India Today.
We're at a government school in Chennai, and we can see that all the necessary steps have been taken as per the government SOPs. We can see here a list of contacts which have been provided for the school students and the parents to contact in case of emergency. And similarly, books have been allotted for students from this very location. Each of the student who is coming in is being, recorded here. Sanitizers have been provided to them. At the entrance itself, there is a thermal scanning representation as well. Is there fear among parents to send the children back because the COVID time is still not over? There's still COVID fear and scare that is going on.
No, they are very happy to send them to school. School means they have some fear, the teachers are there and that schedule is there. So I think that's a welcome change.
How do you feel coming back to school? Are you excited?
Yes, I'm very happy to come to school.
The state government has said that children needn't be physically present. If they don't want to, they can continue with online classes. There is no pressure is what they've informed the Madras High Court as well. Apart from that, the standard operation procedures need to be in place, and that will be very strictly monitored is what officials have also said. With camera person Daniel from Chennai, this is Akshana for India Today.
And this is a mega India Today impact. The district collector of Chamar Rajnagar had to take back his vaccine diktat following outrage after our coverage. The district collector Ravi had said that if people do not take their vaccination shots, they will not get the ration and pension. He added that many people have not taken the vaccination, are not taking the vaccination drive seriously. The Karnataka Congress hit out at the Bombay government, asking if there are enough doses in the state at all. KPCC Chief DK Shivakumar said that denial of basic food and pension is illegal, unethical as well as unconstitutional.
ಸೆಪ್ಟೆಂಬರ್ 1ನೇ ತಾರೀಕಿಂದ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವನ್ನು ನಾವು ಹಮ್ಮಿಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಅದೇನಂತಂದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಜಿಲ್ಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಪಡಿತರ ಸೌಲಭ್ಯ ಸಿಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಅವರು ಲಸಿಕೆಯನ್ನು ಕಡ್ಡಾಯವಾಗಿ ಹಾಕಿಸ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಅಂದರೆ ನಾಳೆಯಿಂದ ನೋ ವ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿನೇಷನ್ ನೋ ರೇಷನ್ ಅನ್ನತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಘೋಷಣೆಯೊಂದಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಸೆಪ್ಟೆಂಬರ್ 1ರಿಂದ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವನ್ನು ಆಯೋಜನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ.
Well, a big boost to India's vaccination drive, with India achieving a new vaccination milestone. 1 crore doses were delivered on Tuesday across states. The first such feat was achieved on the 27th day of August. Over 68% of the total adult population have now been vaccinated so far, out of which 50 crore have received single dose and nearly 15 crore have got both jabs. Health Minister Mansukh Mandavia, while tweeting about the one-day record vaccination rate, also mentioned that nearly 15 lakh doses are in the pipeline and more than 5.42 crore unutilized COVID doses are available with states and union territories to be administered, and they should be doing it. With a new feat, India is now inching closer to achieving the December deadline of vaccinating its entire adult population. Well, since morning, there's been massive monsoon mayhem in the national capital. Hours of rains have wreaked havoc in Delhi. Well, from underpasses to key roads, massive flooding have led to absolute chaos in the Delhi national capital region. Many low-lying areas have been submerged in rainwater. Traffic movement on the Minto Bridge near New Delhi railway station, the perennial flood zone, has been closed due to waterlogging. Traffic has been diverted from Delhi's heart, Connaught Place, after heavy flooding. Vehicular movement has been affected massively in Delhi as well as adjoining places like Noida and Gurgaon. Delhi police had asked people to avoid going to areas that have history of waterlogging. The Indian Met Department has sounded orange alert for the city today. Today's rainfall has broken 19-year-old record. This is the highest rainfall in September for Delhi since 1969. The capital has received more rainfall than Mumbai in the last 24 hours.
This is Indraprastha area of the national capital, the road which connects Delhi to Noida and Ghaziabad. Here, the entire stretch, around 200 to 300 meters, this entire stretch is now flooded. This particular stretch, and that's now resulting a snarling traffic. So vehicle cannot take risk with the small tires. Perhaps they were moving towards extremely right side, and now this entire 2/3 of this stretch is completely submerged under water. And this is now the situation here. To prevent any casualty, to risk any life, here the Delhi police has put up a barricade, and this is to ensure that no one passes through the manhole, and this could be really dangerous and risky. But the overflow, look at the pressure that is coming from the sewage, this entire drainage. Yes, this is the national highway, a main road which connects Delhi to rest of the NCR, and now this entire stretch has completely submerged. At Indraprastha with Sanjay Kumar, I'm Ashutosh Mishra for India Today.
This is the consecutive second day when rain and downpour is happening in Delhi, national capital. One of the most prominent and posh areas of Delhi, Vasant Kunj, is also waterlogged, and you can see that for meters there is no road can be seen under this waterlogged street. For meters, even the vehicles are moving in a single row because almost all the road is being occupied by the rainwater, and as the water has been clogged over the street, there is no respite for normal commuters who are going for their work and are coming out of their home. Very important to know that this is record downpour for Delhi in last 12 years for month of September. It has already rained for more than 13 centimeters this time in last 24 hours. Although there is a respite from hot and humid weather, but problems galore many. If you are coming out, you have to face waterlogged streets. With camera person Premchand Mishra, it's Kumar Kanal for India Today from Delhi.
So in 19 year it is the highest for the September month. And if we see again record also right from 1961, 24-hour highest. So this is the 50th highest. Range today we are continuing because if you see already, we had 20 centimeter. Any further rain will aggravate the situation. So today will be there, but tomorrow it will reduce actually.
PWD workers are trying their best to remove the water with the help of booster pumps. Take a look.
It's around 1.5 to 2 feet, and if I just go beyond, this would be more than 2 feet, and that says the images of the national capital. These are the PWD workers working since early morning, ensuring the water should be pumped out. कब से water logging है, कब से पानी भरा है यहाँ पे?
ये 5 बजे से भरा है।
और आप लोग कितने पंप लगाए हैं यहाँ पे?
यहाँ लगे 4, 5, 8 पंप लगे जी।
कितने देर में पानी निकल सकता है
ये भी लगेगा ना 5 घंटे।
5 घंटे। 5 hours with 8 heavy size booster pumps which have been installed here to evacuate water, but the stretch is more than 200, 300, and when there is water logged at least 1.5 to 2 feet, you can clearly understand what is going to happen. And still the rain still continues, though it's now moderate than the heavy, but perhaps since the orange alert has been issued, it's gonna rain till the evening, and if this situation continues, one can understand what is going to happen.
Well, incessant rains and floods have wreaked havoc across Uttar Pradesh as well. Houses have been submerged and people are suffering because of lack of food and drinking water. India Today traveled to the interiors of Gonda as well as Barabanki districts by boat for a reality check. Here's more.
Sitting on this cot right outside her home, which is now in water, Nisha is desperately looking for help. She lives with her sister and younger brother in a village in Gonda district of Uttar Pradesh. One of the worst hit by the floods, ravaging many parts of the state.
क्या-क्या दिक्कतों का सामना करना पड़ रहा है?
सब दिक्कत पड़ रही है।
क्या किस तरह की?
बाढ़ आई, सब कुछ भी बह गया था और पिताजी हमारे भैंस आग के सूखे की ओर निकल गया और घर पे सब कुछ छोड़ के।
Shyam Raji has a similar story to tell. Guarding the little that she has left, Raji is waiting for the flood water to recede. All this in the hope that she can soon reunite with her family.
और वहाँ
बार हमार भैंस लेके गया है बापू तो और नात पतुआ सब बेउंदा ऊपर हर माँ पठाई दिन पानी में बहुत परेशान लड़का की हारे।
तो आप यहाँ क्यों बैठी हैं अकेले?
अरे हम बैठी हैं तब सर सामान सब धरा है, घर छोड़ कहाँ चले?
सामान को बचाने के लिए बैठी।
हाँ।
Access to these remote areas is tough. India Today travelled to the interiors of Gonda district by boat for a reality check. Village after village, there are countless people waiting for government aid, food and even drinking water. The government, when approached by our team, claimed help is being arranged.
SDRF, बाढ़ की चौकी, मेडिकल टीम और पशुओं को बचाने की व्यवस्था, गोताखोर, नाव, स्टीमर, ये सारी व्यवस्थाएं की गई हैं और हर तरीके की राहत सामग्री लोगों को देंगे। पूरी सरकार जनता जनार्दन के साथ खड़ी है। जहां कहीं भी कोई जल जमाव है उसकी हर तरीके की उनको सुविधा प्राप्त हो, इसके लिए हम लोग तत्पर हैं।
The situation is not so different just a couple of hours away in Barabanki. India Today visited Kodhari village along with relief workers. What we saw is this: 5 feet deep water and submerged houses. Manas Ram and his family, including children, say they haven't eaten for a day.
पहले खाना वाना सब राहत मिलत रहा है, तो अब खाना वाना तहसील साहबदार साहब बंद कर दी है कि अब राशन मिल गया है तो खाना अपने हाथ बनाओ खाओ। यहाँ साहब ना लकड़ी है, ना ईंधन है, ना गैस है।
हमने यहाँ इसके लिए प्रशासन की तरफ से 28 नावें लगा रखी हैं जो कंटिन्यूअस बेसिस पे जो यहाँ नीचे के लोग हैं इनको बंधे पर ले जाके विस्थापित किया जा रहा है और वहाँ उनको भोजन सुबह और शाम दोनों समय दिया जा रहा है।
The villagers are waiting for the help from administration. Some of the villagers haven't eaten a single bite since this particular day and are waiting for the lunch packet. Though they say that ration have been provided, but they have no source to prepare food, as with no electricity, nothing can work, be it stove or gas. With cameraman Neeraj Kumar and Rehan, Samar Srivastav for India Today.
Congress's Punjab in charge Harish Rawat has landed in a controversy. Well, after he met Navjot Singh Sidhu and his aides yesterday in Chandigarh, Rawat compared Sidhu and his 4 aides to Panch Pyare or 5 holy followers of last Sikh Guru Gobind Singh. Rawat was accused of hurting Sikh religious sentiments. The Akali Dal raised objection and sought an apology from the Congress leader. Rawat later went on to say sorry and clarified he had no intention of hurting Sikh sentiments. Rawat, as atonement, even decided to clean a Gurdwara with a broom in Uttarakhand then. The revered Panch Pyare were handpicked by Guru Gobind Singh to give ultimate sacrifice for the Sikh faith. Meanwhile, Rawat will be meeting Captain Amrinder Singh today in a bid to iron out differences with the Sidhu faction ahead of elections.
मैंने तो एक सम्मानजनक उद्बोधन समझ करके वो शब्द कहा था, किसी का भी दिल दुखा हो तो मैं क्षमा मांगता हूँ। मैंने अपने शब्द वापस लिए, लेकिन अकाली दल के दोस्तों से मैं ये कहना चाहता हूँ कि अपने पर के जरा सा भैंस देखें। हमारे जुए कहाँ खोजने चल रहे हैं? पंच प्यारों के भक्तों के ऊपर, उनका अनुसरण करने वाले लोगों के ऊपर गोली चलाई, उन्होंने गुरु ग्रंथ साहब का अपमान किया, वो लोग हमसे सवाल कर रहे हैं।
Now let's listen into the exact statement of Harish Rawat which landed him in this big controversy.
तो मेरा दायित्व था कि मैं ऑनरेबल पीसीसी प्रेसिडेंट से और उनकी टीम और हमारे पंच प्यारे हैं जो 5 लोग हैं, करीब सारी प्रोसेस को गियर अप कर देंगे और सब प्रारंभ करेंगे, जिसमें संगठन के ढांचे को, बाकी तो पीसीसी अपने तरीके से काम करी।